This stuff financial advice, not legal advice for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff so you get the videos I put them out. See what I'm thinking, see I'm analyzing that data. But like I tell every day, the data they release us is false. It better give us a false narrative of the market so we can make bad trading decisions. Listen, I did a video yesterday, and in the video, I said that these bad actors have puts that amount to 10 or 20 times the float of AMC, okay? And this is just the institution. The institutions have puts that if exercised will be 10 or 20 times the float of AMC. And do you know, well, you know the shill's going to attack me because they don't like basic mathematics when it comes to AMC. When it comes to AMC, basic math does not matter. How in the world can the float of AMC be under 300 million, but just one institution, Susquehanna, has puts that amount to 734 million AMC shares? And that is just one. That is just one institution has puts that if exercised, they would have to find 734 million AMC shares when the float of AMC is less than 300 million. And do you know what these bad actors, these shills, these nice people, do you know what they're arguing? They're arguing that puts do not have to be exercised so they can sell as many puts as they want. The only reason they sell that many puts is to hide their short position. It's to manipulate the price of AMC. It's to mess with the algorithms. Okay? It should be illegal. It should be illegal. Okay, let me give you a good example. Let's say a sports stadium has 100,000 seats, and you buy a ticket for the seat. You are expected to have your seat. Now, are you required to go to the game? No, you're not required to go to the game. But if you choose to go to the game, you want your seat to be available. You want your seat to be available because you paid for your seat. Are you required to go to the game? No, but the seat should be available because you paid for it. So for these bad actors to say that, oh, well, they don't have to exercise their share. They're not required to exercise their share. No, they're not required to exercise their shares. But suppose somebody chooses to exercise those shares. The shares are supposed to be available. Okay? The shares are supposed to be available. Just because you're not required to exercise, that don't mean you can't exercise. So the shares are supposed to be available. So if they're selling puts at 10 times the float of AMC, 20 times the float of AMC, that serves only one purpose: to manipulate the price of AMC. And anybody who doesn't see that don't understand simple mathematics. Okay? They don't understand how the algorithms work. I mean, that argument to me is absolutely crazy. That, oh, Donahue, you don't know what you're talking about because the puts are not required to be exercised. It doesn't matter if they're required to be exercised. If you want to exercise them, you should be able to. But because they sold so many puts, if you tried to exercise, you couldn't. If you had that ticket to that ball game, you're not required to go. But if you decide you want to go, your seat should be available because you paid for it. So if they paid for these puts, they should be able to exercise them if they want to. So what you're saying is these bad actors could just sell the puts and make money, knowing that they can never deliver. So they're entering a one-sided contract. Okay? They're entering a one-sided contract because they can never deliver the shares. Impossible. So the only reason for the contract is for them to make money. because they can't do what they're required to do. Technically, they are in breach of contract before they even sold the contract because the shares could never, ever be delivered. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that that is a valid argument that the shares are not required to be exercised in put contracts so they can sell as many as they want? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.